Different media have different inherent biases. A platform like YouTube won't value the written word nearly as much as a really cool blog that you should all definitely check out. The type of medium dictates what kinds of messages are most easily conveyed. In his book, Understanding Media, The Extensions of Man, Marshall McLuhan argues this point for the first time, coining the phrase, "The medium is the message." Real life is pretty easy to figure out. We're biased towards communicating face-to-face in real life. All the subtleties of conversation, from the words used to the tone on which they travel, from the hand gestures of the person speaking to the subtle facial cues in response to hearing something emotionally stirring. All five senses are available to us, and so it is by those five senses we interact with the world and individuals around us. Once you enter the digital space, things get tricky. Facebook is pretty close to real life, all things considered. You usually use your real name, you can post text, pictures, videos, check-ins, polls, and yes, even game requests. With all these different forms of communicating, you'd think we would communicate on Facebook in just the same way as real life, right? Not right. See, since most of our interactions in the comments are restricted to text, the concepts of tone, inflection, body language, and everything else you learn about in interpersonal communication go out the window, and that affects the conversations. Let's flip over to something else. Instagram. Instagram very obviously favors pictures and the visual over text. For those of you that use Instagram, what percentage of descriptions do you read? What about descriptions that require you to click to see more? At the very least, that is the most arduous part of your Instagram experience. You come to Instagram for the pictures and the occasional short video. So, if you want to convey a message, it better be able to catch someone's eye as they're scrolling through their feed. Instagram is also where we start to play around with handles. Handles give you the chance to craft your own internet identity that might have no similarity to your real-life persona. Another place where handles come into play is Twitter. Twitter is famous for its 140-character limit. Interactions have to be short and sweet. Okay, so sometimes they're not that sweet, but they're always short. Sometimes you get a picture or a video, but Twitter is by and large a giant wall of text from a bunch of handles and the occasional corporation. You don't see too many elaborate debates on Twitter simply because the platform inhibits it. You're allowed 140 characters and a picture to make your point before being forced to make a new tweet. This keeps conversation to their bare minimum, which some people are looking for in a social media platform. But like we've been discussing, a social medium's greatest strength often creates weaknesses as well. Snapchat is another outlet that gives you the chance to share photos and videos called stories. You can choose to share up to 10 seconds at a time. You can now add filters to the stories, which range from a pretty flower crown to a rainbow tongue. Then, after a day of recording pieces of your life, the stories go away. This level of interaction is a little more personal and engaging than the previous sites. Some teens now even use this as a means of communicating, rather than texting. From home movies, to feature films, to YouTube, video has become a huge platform to express oneself. Each person tailors their video to their specific interest, hobbies, and careers. This is one of the more personal platforms of the modern media landscape. Videos encompass a wide spectrum of time. In the case of daily vlogs, video allows the viewer a chance to get to know someone on a more personal level versus Snapchat and Instagram, where you see a quick picture or video of them. Videos on any platform favor productions that have sound and sight work hand in hand to deliver their message or effect. Hopefully by now, you understand what we're talking about. But here's one more example anyway. If you wanted to tell someone they were pretty cool by slapping them, that would not go over nearly as well as if you used words. So remember, what you say is just as important as how you say it.